Oil is big business in Alaska. Raise your hand if you know someone who works on the slope. Oil means jobs, development, and a sweet work schedule. But it won't last forever. Don't panic, there's a plan. Back when your parents and grandparents thought this was cool, Alaskans built the Trans-Alaska Pipeline and prepared to receive millions of dollars of royalty income from oil company lease agreements. We already know that oil is not a renewable resource. But you know what is? Money. Alaskans were thinking of the future when they voted to create the Alaska Permanent Fund. Sound familiar? Your PFD is just a small part of this awesome idea. The Alaska Permanent Fund is designed to provide for Alaskans long after oil can't. Kind of like photos on the internet, their permanent fund will be here forever. The Alaska Permanent Fund has three primary functions. At least 25% of the money Alaska receives in royalties for leasing land for oil, gas, and mining goes into the Alaska Permanent Fund. This is set in stone, carved into Alaska's constitution to protect it permanently. But it's not like a big vault just collecting cash. This money is put to work. It's used to make even more money. The profits from investing go into the Earnings Reserve Account and can be spent by the legislature according to the rules to ensure ongoing revenue stability for our state. Since 1976, the fund has provided over $80 billion, yes, billion, dollars of income for Alaska and continues to provide more each year. How much money is $80 billion? If you started today, it would take you more than 2,500 years to count that high. Think of the spending spree you could have with all that cash. To ensure Alaska's leaders aren't tempted to spend it all, they made a rule limiting the amount they can take from the fund every year. This rules-based draw currently amounts to more than $3 billion annually. A nice chunk of change, and Alaska's single biggest revenue stream. The legislature uses this money to pay for schools, public safety, natural resources, as well as your annual dividend. The fund supports Alaskans today as it is spent and into the future as it is saved and invested. Alaska's renewable financial resource.